We are frequently heard calling ourselves a technology company which sells a product rather than a product company. To understand this, one needs to go back to the beginning of time. When my father and I were running a small manufacturing unit, we decided to invest in an IBM PC compatible due to my interest in programming. At the same time, we wanted to get some business applications which we could also use for our factory. My father sat through 3 or 4 of the demos, which would last 15 minutes to half an hour, with him staring blankly at the screen, unable to understand anything. The salespeople who had come would tell him, "But this is how computers work." His response still echoes in my mind. When I buy a car, I want to be a driver and not a mechanic. I want to run my business, not run your computer. It was to become my challenge to see if someone like my father could use a business system. After an enthusiastic few months of effort, my first demo was ready for him. It lasted only 2 minutes. The demo started very well, with my starting to create a payment transaction. The date was already filled in. At a field labeled expense account, I typed T001. He asked, "What is T001? I said it was the code for traveling expenses. So he said, "Why don't you enter traveling expenses instead?" My response, "Well, you see, a computer understands codes and does not understand English," ended the demo. "I don't understand you," he said. "All along, you have told me that computers are dumb machines which do not understand anything. And now you tell me that they understand codes but not English. Can you first make me understand?" So I had to choose my words a little carefully now. I said, "Actually, it is much easier to write programs which understand codes than it is to write programs which understand English." His response is easily the backbone of where we are today. Are you writing programs to make life of the programmer easier or life of the user easier? This one insight changed the entire outlook of what problem are we trying to solve. It has led to solving problems of database stability in hostile power environments, solving for your distributed application never getting virus affected, solving for simplifying entry of dates and amounts without needing to train someone. And the list is really endless. This one statement also set new benchmarks for what the word simplicity stands for, and not to have any excuse for inability to solve for it. One learned that allowing people to run their business meant that the software needs to adapt to their way of working and not the other way around. It led to creation of flexibility which was unheard of in business systems, allowing people to remain disorganized if they so wished, yet increasing their efficiency. From the very early days, one discovered that existing technologies are not constructed to achieve these goals. Thus was laid the foundation of a technology company which sells products. These are the foundations on which Tally was born and continues to build on.